morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Atka, and these are my two American Eskimo dogs. The one on the left, the bigger guy, his name is Atka, and the one on the right, or your left, is his little sister Nuka. And today she's making her debut as another tricks performing dog. Okay, so why don't we all give her a round of applause for coming out today. Now, some of you who have never been here before might be wondering what kind of a dog these dogs are. They're not really common. You haven't really seen them around, walking around in the park, right? Well, these dogs, most people think they're some sort of snow dog because they have so much fur on them, right? And their names are American Eskimo dogs. So you would think, oh, well, Eskimo, they have to come from Alaska if they're Eskimo dogs. But would you be surprised to know that they're not from Alaska at all? And they also don't pull any sleds, okay? But they do love the snow, all right? Now, these dogs came from Germany, not from Alaska, and they were originally known as German Spitzes. So would it surprise you to know that the American Eskimo dog were the original Pomeranians? Now, who here has heard of a Pomeranian? A couple people, right? Little tiny dogs. They kind of look like miniature versions of these dogs. And that's for a good reason. It's because the original Pomeranians were also these large sizes. Now, who here has heard of Queen Victoria? You've all heard of Queen Victoria, right? Queen Victoria was a breeder of Pomeranians. And she liked to have her dogs a little bit smaller because she liked to keep them on her lap. So she kept on making them smaller and smaller and smaller. And after several generations, we wound up with a very small dog. And she said, you know what? Those are the new Pomeranians. From now on, the Pomeranians are only going to be the little dogs, and these big ones are going to stay as German Spitzes. Now, these German Spitzes were brought over to America in the early 1900s. And P.T. Barnum, the famous circus man, he used them in his circus acts. Anybody want to guess what he used them for in his circus? They weren't lion tamers, I'll tell you that. They actually walked the tightrope. So can you imagine dogs walking a tightrope in a circus? That's what these dogs did. Now you might wonder, well, how did he train them to do that? And why did he choose an American Eskimo? It's because these dogs are really super smart. And they love to please people. So if you combine those two things together, if you have a little piece of cheese or food in your hand, you can basically get them to do anything for you. Okay? Now, when I got these dogs, the first dog I got was Atka, right here. And I knew that he was going to be a very smart dog. The breed in general is really smart. And what I found is that when you have a dog who is really smart and he's got a lot of energy, you don't give him anything to do, guess what happens? They get bored, they find things to do to entertain themselves, right? And some of the things that dogs will do to entertain themselves is digging holes in your backyard, right? Finding all your shoes, your socks, your favorite things in the house. They always manage to find them and chew them up because it's fun. It's challenging to do that. So I decided, you know what? That's not what I want to come home to every day. So I'm going to give him something to do. I'm going to keep his mind active, and I'm going to keep it engaged. It's just like kids in school, right? You hear in school, if a kid is getting in trouble all the time, give them something to do. They need to be challenged. Same thing with dogs. So what I did was I taught Atka a bunch of different tricks, because that way his mind was always, figuring out, learning something new. And when his mind was always active, he was happier, and he was calmer. And a happier, calmer dog is a quieter dog and a cleaner house. So that's why I did what I did. Now, today, we're going to show you several of the things that Atka has been taught how to do, including riding a skateboard, as you can see over there, and jumping through hoops as well. In addition, Nuka, his little sister, she hasn't had as much practice as Atka because she's younger than he is. So he's got a couple years worth of experience over her. But she's going to also show you that it's not just Atka who's super, super talented. She can do a lot of those things as well. Okay? So later on, I'm going to introduce Atka into the act, and I'll also show how they can do some of the tricks together, too. Obviously, he knows how to sit. He was a good boy and sat without me asking him to. Let's stay. Okay, Atka? Come. Paw. Good boy. Other paw. Good boy. Up, up. Down. Roll over. Good boy. Let's show everybody on this side. Oh, and he loves applause too. Sit. Down. Roll over. Good boy. You can also back up. Back up. Back up. Good boy. And then he'll heel. Heel. Good boy. So I turn, he turns, I stop. He stops too. And I keep on walking. And I'm going to run around now. And he keeps right up with me. Good boy, good boy. Okay. Now, Atka, as I mentioned before, loves to please people. The other thing he loves is food. He can't get enough of food. So his other favorite trick to do is to beg for the food. Okay, you ready? Let's show him how to beg. Sit. Good boy. Let's show him one more time. Sit. Beg. Good boy. And around to this side. Ready? Sit. Beg. Good boy. Now, he also, just like a little circus dog, knows how to jump up, twirl around on his back legs. Ready? Up, up, up. One more time. Up, up, up. Good boy. One more time. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Now sometimes, and most of the time I like my dogs to be quiet, but sometimes I want them to speak up. Right? Speak. Speak. Good boy. Now, Atka he's a love bug, so he also likes to take kisses. But sometimes I want him to give me kisses when I ask him for it, and not when he wants to. Kisses. No, real kisses. Come on. Good boy. Okay? Want to show everybody on this side how you give kisses? Kisses. Good boy. Here's Mr. Mouse right here. Atka, what happens when you see a mouse? Huh? Good boy! Good boy! Let's show everybody over here what happens when you see a mouse. Okay, ready? Good boy! Good boy! Atka also likes to play dead. What I want you to do is I want you to pay close attention to what he does with his paws when he plays dead. Okay? Atka. Bang! Oh, good boy. Everybody see how he covered up his nose with his paws? Let's do it one more time. Okay. Let's show everyone